Hello everyone. Today I'd like to introduce a new note editor, which we introduced with Exploratory version 9. This new note editor makes your note editing more intuitive, more interactive. Let's take a look. So here I have a data frame I've already created. It's called HR employee attrition. This is about HR data. And then I created a bunch of charts, but one of the charts is showing how many headcounts for each job role, such as sales executive, research scientist, and so on. Now, I want to create a report that include this chart and make some comments. And then at the end, I like to share this report with other folks. So how can we create such a report? Well, in Exploratory, there's something called Note that is perfect for something like this purpose. Select Create Note, and I'm going to type in HR data analysis report. And once I type in the name, and then it will open the new note editor. Here, I can start typing in. So for example, I want to say this is a HR data analysis report. And here I can format quickly. Let's say I want to make this as a header 1. Then there's a menu in the toolbar. And then literally it says header 1 to make this text to be header 1 format. If you want to bring it back to normal, like you select the body, then it becomes the original text. There's another way to do this header 1 or 2 format, which is to use pound sign. So here, if I type pound key, and then the moment I hit the space, it becomes the H1. If I type another pound and it's hit the space, this becomes H2. Again, you can actually bring it back to the body or bring it back to the header by selecting that menu from the toolbar. So there are a bunch of things you can do with this toolbar, but I want to show you 2 more examples. So here, I type these text, and then I want to make these 3 as a bullet points. Well, I can select on this bullet point icon to make that bullet points. If we want to bring it back, click on that bullet point icon to make it as original text. Another way to do it, if you start typing in, you might want to just use dash and a space. This will make text to be bullet pointed. Then you can just go back and hit the delete key at the beginning to make all of these as the bullet points as well. So the next thing I want to do is to make this as a URL link so that other people can click on this text to open that web page. So I want to link to this data page. This is where I publish the data shared with other members of my team. So all I need to do is just copy this URL and go back to text editor. Here, there are 2 ways to do it. One is to use this URL link button in the toolbar, or shortcut key, Command K for the Mac or Control K for the Windows. And then paste that URL and hit the Enter key. Now we have the URL link right here. And there are other shortcut key as well. You can hit this keyboard button and see other shortcut options. Now from here, I want to import this chart. So here, I'm going to type in the header text first, head count. When I hit the pound key to make it as a H1 header. And then I'm going to click on the plus button here and select on the chart. And here, this is a data frame list. In this project, I have only 1 data frame. So the default data frame has been already selected. But if you have working on multiple data frames, this is where you want to select. Then all the charts I have created under this data frames are listed here. So I'm going to select one of the chart and click on the OK button. Now from here, you can click on any part of the chart. It's kind of like a white background. When you select the chart, you get the chart highlighted with green border. There are 2 things you can do. One is you can change this chart size to make it a little bit bigger, or I can go back to the original size. Another thing, which I'm not going to do it here, but hit the delete button to delete this chart. Other things cool about this chart is that you can interact with the chart. So for example, if I hit this one with the bars, it will show me detailed data or underlying data that is related to the sales executive, which I actually clicked on. Another thing is that I can download or export this chart image in a particular setting, or I can download the chart data. In this case, this is not the detailed data, but it's aggregated data at this level in a CSV format. Or I can click on this like expand button to show the chart in the full window size. There are other two things I'd like to introduce you so that you can use it, enrich your data analysis report. So first is the image. So I want to add the image at the top of this node. So I'm going to hit the enter key, make some space for the image, and then I have the image here. Two ways to do it. One is the easiest one. You can just drag and drop. Now that you have the image being added. Another way to do it is simply by using Command C to copy and Command P to paste. If you're working on Windows, you use Control key instead of Command key. And the image is the same too. If you select the image, you can change the image size as well. And also, you can add the caption text for the image. And then another thing I like to introduce you is the table. So this is not the table that you create under the chart. So for example, you can create a table under the chart. So for example, like you want to create the pivot table like this, or you have summarized table or table options as well. And if such cases, you can simply bring these as a chart into the node from this plus button and the chart option as well. Here I'm talking about is the table or markdown table. So let's select this one and add this table. This is like a text input table that it helps you to format the text in a table format. And the cool thing about this table is you can click on any green part, then I can add a new row or delete the existing row. And when you move the mouse cursor out of the table, you can see how the table would look like. Now the basic report is done, so let's publish so that we can share with other folks on the team. Click on this publish button and type the report name. This option show detailed data is clicked. That means whoever I shared with can click on the chart to show the detailed data, just like I did in this demo. And we can keep these options and then we can publish. I'm gonna just publish under my name. Once the publishing process starts, it will show you the progress of that publishing in a separate window. While it's publishing, you can continue work on a note or editing or updating. Once it's done, then you can get notified. And then you want to actually check this share setting button. And this will open the publish note with the shared dialog open. So you can invite your teammate. If this is the first time, you can just type in the email address and click the share button. This will send the email to the person like you type the email address for. If that person already has an exploratory account, then she or he can open this node in a secure way. If they don't have accounts, then they can create the free account. One thing you notice once you publish though, is that you see the table of contents area on the left-hand side so that you or others can click on that title so that you can jump into the area that you want to see. This table of contents setting can be done in the Note Editor's setting dialog. Okay, so that's it for how to use Note Editor in Exploratory. There are many other things you can do with the Note Editor, but this is the basic things you need to know so that you can get started with your note editing. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.